So she said to Shambhu Maharaj, ये तो भारतीय कला केंद्र का प्रोडक्शन है, तो इसमें तो कर सकती है ना. So he allowed me to go for a few days, and then whenever there was rehearsal time, he wouldn't allow me to go. He said, आप कथक सीखने आई है या हीरोइन बनने आई है? And then after that he used to call me heroine. Heroine आई कुछ कथक भी सीख लीजिए. And that is how my training in Kathak was undisturbed because of Maharaji insisting that I don't do anything else at that time. After some years, Kathak Kendra was going to do in 57 I think, in dance festival, Kathak Kendra wanted to do Malati Madhav. The first ballet, the Bharati Kala Kendra, the Bharati Kala Kendra wanted to do the first ballet, Malati Madhav. And Shambhu Maharaji said, hum ballet wale nahi karte. So they had called Lachu Maharaji, his elder brother from Bombay, who had done Kathak in the film industry in Bombay. He couldn't say anything then because it was his own brother, elder brother, doing the choreography, and he wanted me to be Malati, which I did the part of Malati. Of course, at that time, Birju Maharaj was very young and he came only up to here, so he couldn't be my hero. So they had to find a hero for me, Madhav, as Madhav, to play Madhav. And they found this wonderful Kathak dancer, Krishna Kumar, somewhere in Raebareli, or he came from there. And he was not used to playing a part in a ballet. So every now and then he would get into a kind of solo performance where there was no need for him to show his footwork or chakkars, he would, and we had to sort of wait for him to finish. The production value at that time, one did not understand. There was one piece in the ballet where we had to do a kind of Buddha thing with the lights, and all of us, all the girls walked onto the stage with the lights. We put the lights on the stage and danced, and then we walked off without the lights. So in the next scene, all the lights were on the stage, and nobody knew how to get rid of those lights. So you saw two people coming in pants and shirts and picking up the lights. And the audience was laughing away. Anyway, the next ballet was Kumar Sambhav. And then we had learnt all our mistakes. I had got the opportunity of partnering Birju Maharaj. And we did a piece called Rati Kamadeva, which became very popular. And we did that sometimes even on its own without the ballet. And there is a photograph of Rati Kamadeva outside also. And that is how I was able to, I was inspired that Kathak can also get a new direction of creative work. After my scholarship finished, I went back home to Ahmedabad, and I was doing some solo performances, but I was never happy in Kathak solo performances because I was presenting on the stage what I had been doing in the classroom. Kathak didn't have a kind of presentation. It was a beautiful technique, a very vast, very wide, very deep technique, but it lacked in presentation. That's the feeling I had. Every time I danced, I felt that my presentation was not good. I have to do something with my costume, with my lighting. All this is now available on the modern stage, and I must use all that, and not just dance like I was dancing in the classroom. I also started teaching at Kadam, at the Kadam Institute which I formed. Started teaching, and the children were learning very well, and they became very good dancers. When they became very good dancers, I gave up my own dance because I thought unless I do that, nobody is going to invite them to dance. And if I'm teaching, I'm responsible for the generation next. And I must be able to open the space for them. Also, then I started choreography. I didn't know anything about choreography, but I wanted to relate dance to literature, to poetry, to architecture, to painting. And once in Delhi, I was walking around in the Bengali market, and Sarveshwar Daya Saxena ji, a great poet, said to me, "Suna aap kuch choreography वगैरह करती हैं?" I said, कोशिश करती हूँ. तो मैंने एक कविता लिखी है, उस पर आप करिए कोरियोग्राफी. मैंने कहा अच्छा सुनाइए. तो सुनाई उन्होंने. खूंटी पर कोट की तरह एक अरसे से मैं लटका हूँ. कहाँ चला गया मुझे पहनकर सार्थक करने वाला? Oh my God! How do I show खूंटी and coat and लटकना and all that? So that is when I taught myself that when you transform an idea, one idea, into another art form, it has to have its liberties. Like one takes liberties in poetry, it has to have liberties. So I created a kind of my own version of his poetry without, of course, without changing anything. And that quote became quite a popular number. And even today people say, when are you going to do the quote? It was called the quote. Anyway, but then I always, even today, I like to work with different music forms. Like today you're going to see an experiment with Drupad, the great singers, Gundecha brothers. They were so kind to collaborate with me, and I said, let us try to do Kathak with this. And what we are doing today is just a sort of trial and error, more trial. I am very grateful to all my gurus, to the Charitram family for allowing me the space, the opportunity of staying in Delhi, learning with the great Guru Shambhu Maharaji, Lakshu Maharaji. Please do excuse me for not touching my ear when I mention the Gurus, because I do think that my respect for them goes beyond my ears. And I'm so grateful to everyone, to the governing council of the Bharatiya Kala Kendra, to Deepak, Chiku, Gauri, Shubha, for having chosen me for this great award. And I was on a flight going out of India when I heard of Sumitra ji passing away. So I still feel very upset that I never got her last darshan. But today, with this award, I feel that she's given me her darshan. Thank you.
May I now request Shri Siddharth Shriram, Senior Trustee and Member of the Governing Council of the Kendra, to kindly speak a few words.
Lalitman Singh ji, Kumudni ji, Deepak, Shobha, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asked to give a vote of thanks, and I'd like to give it from a personal perspective. My view is that India is nothing if not the sum total of its ancient culture comprising philosophies, religions, arts, languages, folk and classical dance, and instrumental and vocal music, culinary traditions, all framed within the tapestry of its great regional diversity. In the context of all these being under attack for various reasons, the chief of which being increasing shortage of time in an increasingly materialistic India, we must thank the torchbearers who carry forward that cultural heritage against all odds. Among several across India, Sumitra Charat was one such torch bearer. She founded this institution, Sri Ram Bharatiya Kala Kendra, virtually since the creation of modern India. And many great artists and students and teachers of all levels, of all skills, have been offered this platform to, in turn, become torch bearers. We thank Sumitra Charat in absentia for this gift, and the trustees of the Kendra were very happy to create an award for excellence in the fields of Indian classical, vocal and instrumental music and dance, lifetime achievement in her name. This year's award has gone to Kumudni ji, and she has kindly accepted to receive this award for her personal achievements. Past recipients of this award have been Biju Maharaj ji, Kishori Amonkar ji, and Guru Mayadhar Rao. The ICCR is the robust organization of the Government of India to also serve as a torchbearer and take these art forms overseas, and equally to bring other art forms to India in the spirit of open windows to the world. The ICCR has always worked well with the Kendra, and we thank Sri Lalit Man Singh ji for kindly spending the time to be the chief guest in his capacity as the Vice President of ICCR. I'd like to say a personal word about Kumudni ji. You know, our mother, she was relentless and unremitting in trying to make her children the absolute best and most excellent children in the world. Enormous pressure. And then this beautiful lady arrived like Mary Poppins into our lives. Believe me, we all immediately fell in love with her. And she relieved that unremitting pressure from our mother. Now, we had the most wonderful few years together. Time and circumstance creates distances, but we will always remember Kumudni ji as children. She was our Mary Poppins, and she made our childhood sweeter because of her presence. We would also like to thank Kadam, the institution that she founded in Ahmedabad, whose troupe members will shortly be presenting a dance performance choreographed by Kumudni ji herself. Our special thanks also are due to the Gundesha brothers, much celebrated, who shall be providing the live accompaniment to this dance performance, and also will be presenting a concert on their own as part of the celebrations for this evening. I would like to thank all of you for joining us this evening for this grand presentation and celebration. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the dance presentation. May I request our distinguished guests on the dais to kindly take their places in the auditorium. And ladies and gentlemen, kindly give us a few minutes to set the stage for the presentation. Thank you.
Shobha insists that I dance. I haven't danced for 20 years. I've taught, but I've not danced. Also 20 kgs ago. But that's not because of overeating. That was because of 2 life-threatening illnesses. But I'm glad, I think I lived to take this award today.